Hello Marcus, how are you today?
Well, thanks, Silas. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. As it's your first time coming in today, what we normally like to do is take a bit of an initial history, just to get some information about your injury and about any previous injuries that may affect treatment.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do is just ask you a few questions, if it's okay with you, just to gather some information of how you injured yourself, what's aggravating it, things like that. Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Beautiful. So just if at any time you feel uncomfortable or you don't want to answer a question, you don't have to by any means, and you just let me know and we can stop at any time.
Okay.
Beautiful. So what have you come in for today?
Well, I was bike riding 3 days ago and I fell off my bike. I sort of went over the top and I put out my arm to kind of protect me and I've hurt my shoulder.
So when you fell off your bike, how did you land on your hand, did you say? Was it outstretched or?
It was outstretched, yeah. I put it out and then it has then hurt top of my shoulder.
Okay, so your right shoulder, did you say?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So how would you describe the pain in that area?
Well, when I'm not doing anything, it's sort of dull, and then when I move it, the pain is quite sharp, especially when I put my arm up or I'm doing like overhead movements, which is quite hard in my job, obviously, because I'm an electrician.
So you're an electrician, so overhead I would imagine would be quite common in your practice. Okay. So with that pain, if you had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no pain at all, easy, and 10 being absolutely excruciating, worst pain you've ever felt, right now, how would you rate that?
How I'm feeling now?
How are you feeling right now?
Probably a 2.
A 2 out of 10?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So not too bad when it's just sort of stable?
Yeah, not too bad, just sort of niggling when it's not moving. It's just sort of, I can still feel it, but it's not. It's just a 2 out of 10.
Okay, and is that sort of like an aching pain, or what type of pain is that when you're just not moving?
I describe it like as dull.
Dull pain, of course. And is that sort of if you had to rate the average pain?
Yeah, so if it's not moving, it's usually
about the same?
2. Yeah.
Okay. When it's at its worst, how would you describe it?
It's probably 6 to 7 when I move my shoulder.
Okay, 6 to 7 when you move your shoulder. So when it's aggravated, when you're articulating it, you feel it's a bit worse?
I don't know what articulating means, but when I bring my arm up.
Okay, beautiful. And at its best, how would you describe it?
Well, it's always 2. It's just 2 when I'm not doing anything and when I'm just sitting quietly, so 2.
So quite consistent?
Yep.
Okay, beautiful. So have you seen anybody else since you've had this injury?
No, it's the first person I've seen.
Okay. In terms of the pain that you're getting from this injury, is there some sort of pattern that happens?
Well, it's worse at night, and it's also worse when I wake up in the morning.
Okay. And throughout the day, how is it?
It's sort of better during the day, so it hurts when I get up and it kind of is sore at night, but then during the day it sort of feels a little bit better.
Okay. And have you made since the injury, have you made any progression in terms of recovery, or do you feel?
Well, I probably have a little bit more range of motion since I first did it, but it's still very painful on all shoulder movements. So I think I've got a bit more range of movement, but it's still very sore.
Okay.
Particularly when I lift my arm up.
Okay. And do you feel any other symptoms anywhere?
Well, I've sort of got a bit of pain in my neck, and it feels a bit like I've got whiplash, I suppose.
Whiplash, okay. And what about your hand? Do you feel any pain there or in your arm?
No, just in my neck.
Okay, beautiful. So have you tried anything that actually makes it worse, that didn't work?
That makes it worse or doesn't work?
That sort of aggravates it?
Well, yes. If I move it, it's aggravated, and when I lie on that side at night, it makes it worse as well.
And that would probably explain why it hurts when you wake up in the morning. Is there anything you've done that may have fixed it or relieves the pain?
Well, not fixed it, but when I have ice on the shoulder, it makes it feel better.
Okay. So have you had any previous sort of injuries in that right shoulder area or along that right neck?
I have. I've had a history of dislocating that shoulder, but I think it feels different this time.
Okay. And when you say dislocation, is that completely popping out or just partially popping out and then coming back in?
It must be just partial.
Okay, partial. Have you seen anybody for that injury in the past?
No.
No? And you never have you had any sort of MRIs or X-rays in that area?
No.
Okay. Well, beautiful. I think that about completes it. Thank you very much for answering those questions. And let's move on to, if it's okay with you, doing a full body examination just to see what type of range of movement we're working with and maybe test some barriers.
Sure.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.